Let me laugh. Civil servants are revolting. Nigerian civil servants kick as Tinubu government suspends sale of subsidized rice in Abuja. Sahara Reporters is reporting this one. You know, I find it, Nigerians are so gullible, honestly, and it's funny, it's sad at the same time. But hey, what do? You just laugh. And it's so easy to get them distracted and thinking away. By the way, there's another youth confab that Tinubu is talking about. That was the same way that Buhari said he was going to do 774,000 jobs, 1,000 per every local government, to keep the people down and just keep them. I just don't get it. There's this thing about us where we feel that, oh, as if I can get some small thing, I'm okay. Let others fend for themselves. We're not thinking in terms of collective. We're thinking in terms of individual. That's why you see any small thing, it carry takes people's attention away. Oh, rice is expensive, my food is expensive. Oh, they'll give subsidized rice to civil servants. So it's okay now, but they are trying now. Now they've suspended the sale. They are kicking against it. They didn't kick against the fact that, oh, it was only civil servants that were getting this subsidized rice. That is not only civil servants that are in Nigeria. That there are a lot of people who don't even have the luxury of how do I put it, of a luxury of salary that comes of regular salary, regular earning. They didn't think about that, but they suspended it. They are not thinking. They are not kicking, so they know how to kick. Okay. Kicking. Let me see between them who will kick more than Ronaldo and Messi. Their unease was prompted by the sudden disappearance of officials at various registration units for purchasing the rice. Somebody say inside propaganda there is propaganda. You know, Tinubu is the master propagandist. When it comes to propaganda, he knows how to use it very well. And people keep falling for that. But anyway, it's a civil servants in Abuja are voicing their concerns following the abrupt suspension of the Nigerian government subsidized rice sales priced at 40,000 naira per 50 kilogram bag. Their unease was prompted by the sudden disappearance of officials at various registration units for purchasing the rice. It could be recalled that Bola Tinubu-led government had pledged to sell 30,000 metric tons of 50 kilogram bags of milled rice to Nigerians at the subsidized rate. Mr. Abubakar Kyari, the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, explained that the initiative was part of the government's effort to reduce food prices in the Nigerian market. The sale commenced and lasted over a week before being suspended without prior notice, leaving many workers who had not benefited feeling frustrated. So this is also the thing. Because they've not benefited, that's the reason why they're feeling frustrated. If they benefit, everything will be okay. I just don't understand how people don't think of the other person. Even if you're going to benefit on some, ask, what about the other person? How is that person going to cope? How is that person going to survive? What is that person going to live on? These are questions we should be asking. That's the reason why we are having the continuous problem we keep having in Nigeria, because people always think that, oh, as long as I get, and then they keep selling you hope in church, in religious houses, churches and mosques. They'll be selling you hope, and telling you that God will take care of everything. God will take care of everything. God will not do for us what he has given us capacity for us to do for ourselves. It is us that will take care of Nigeria, because God has given us a great country, mineral resources, human capital, everything that you can think about to be a great nation. If we refuse to be a great nation, then it's on us. But everybody is hoping against hope, and we're just watching, the country just going all over the place. Currently, rice is over 100,000 naira for one bag of rice. Over 100,000 naira. Rice is over 100,000 naira. A civil servant identified only as Mrs. Nwachukwu expressed her surprise and dismay upon arriving at the Federal Secretariat only to find officials absent. I was encouraged to come to the registration unit at the Secretariat only for me to be told that the whole thing has been suspended. Nobody knows what may happen next and if the scheme will still continue, she stated. So this is the thing. They didn't even have the decency to even write to the workers. The same way that they had passed a circular. There was a circular that they had put out to send to all the workers that this was going to happen. So if you're suspending it, send that same circular around to people so that people don't bother to come. By the way, you even know how many civil servants you want. And you know definitely, see, I don't think there will be any civil servant that probably doesn't eat rice or something. Even if they don't eat rice, they will have someone that would need rice. So count your civil servant. As you are paying their salary, you are putting that one now. You are telling them to buy, those who want to buy, and giving it to them. But the thing is that but what many people don't realize, you don't govern in that way. We have a major economic problem. Giving people one bag of rice and one bag of rice, it's not going to solve anything. There's a need for fiscal policies and you know and monetary policies that are going to ensure that the economy is sort of like charged for it to start growing again. There needs to be those policies working together. There needs to be macroeconomic policies are the things that are needed right now for it. Not propaganda, not rice. Because as far as Tinubu is concerned, every problem that Nigeria has, rice will solve it. People are dying because of insecurity, send rice to them. There is flood, rice. People are hungry, rice. Everything rice. Life doesn't start and end with rice. There's a whole thing that is going on. And the people of Nigeria are not looking for handouts. They don't want you to be giving them subsidized this, subsidized. There are certain things that need to be subsidized, of course, in a nation so that everybody will be able to have access to those basic in terms of healthcare. You're talking about electricity, you're talking about transportation, you're talking about housing, so that everybody is able to get that. But it's not for you to be subsidizing like life and whatever. If there's an enabling environment for businesses to thrive, for people to be able to earn their own money, I can guarantee you that nobody will be interested in any subsidy that you're doing. You will not be able to tax people. They will pay willingly because they are earning more money, they are getting more money, and the economy, it will go around. When people have more money, they are going to spend more. When they spend more, companies, they are going to buy from patronized companies, and then because of that, companies will produce more, make more money, hire more people, and the more money will be going on. That's how the circular flow of income goes around, and people are able to benefit from it, and the government itself is also able to benefit from it. Mrs. Kudirat, another civil servant who initially faced delays in accessing the rights, voiced her disapproval of the suspension. I was here for 2 days to get my name registered, but because of the huge crowd, I decided to wait until it eases off, only to be told now that the exercise has been suspended, she told the news agency of Nigeria. What I heard from the grapevine was that the suspension was as a result of the rowdiness and chaos at the registration and payment point. If they can adopt a better method of access to the rights, it will be better for us. They won't adopt a better method because, of course, accountability and transparency is something that they don't want to do. Otherwise, it's civil servants you are selling these things to. All your civil servants are known. There's nobody, you already have them in the system. Every civil servant will be able to access a computer, even if it's not a computer, registration online, whatever. Ask them to go and do that registration online, pay online. As people are paying, they are getting their rights. But hey, very cool. Mr. Sylvester also expressed disappointment over the suspension. My brother, I spent 2 days here before I could register my name, waiting to be called for the rights. But now I am hearing another story. Although we heard that the rights will be accessed through another method, we cannot trust this government. The palliative rights will, to some extent, ease the burden of hunger, so it is important for the government to bring it back, he said. NAN's findings confirm that a new arrangement is being established to simplify the rights purchase process. An authoritative source in the office of the head of the Civil Service of the Federation, who requested anonymity, clarified that their office was not responsible for coordinating the scheme as speculated. The source indicated that the palliative rights distribution is being managed by the Office of the National Security Advisor after its inauguration by the minister. What is wrong with this National Security Advisor? What is wrong with Nuhu Ribadu? Nigeria state, we are insecure. We are being attacked left, right, and center. But the National Security Advisor's office seems to have hand in everything, politicking and whatever, other than the main thing that it should be doing, which is to provide ways that Nigeria will be secure. It's unbelievable, Sham. On the suspension of the sale, the source explained that registration was halted due to the excessive noise and chaos disrupting work environment. People could no longer attend work in their offices as a result of this exercise. Therefore, we have to suspend it, the source said. They also acknowledged NAN's report about individuals facing difficulties accessing the subsidized rice. Plans are on the way to decentralize the purchasing process by involving various ministries where core civil servants will register in their respective ministries. So parastatals, those ones who are public servants working in other parastatals that might not have access to it. Oh, God. The source advised officials at MDAs to connect with their parent ministries for details on the new payment and distribution methods for the palliative rice. Tinubu has reduced Nigerians to looking for rice. Wow, I shake my head. Thank you for watching. Bye.